back for another episode of GasChat. I am here with Freddie. How are we, Freddie?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Been a bit under the weather this week, to be honest with you, but so I've still not really fully got over Saturday. To be honest with you, I think the lack of sleep over the weekend wasn't great, to be honest.
Yeah, what a win on Saturday that was. First
Brilliant.
win away, and was it the best part of 200 and some, like 210 days, I think it is.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, and it was. Do you know what it
Yes.
was though? We actually performed really well. I think that was the best thing. Like, I mean, for the first 70 minutes, I thought we was on the front foot, but then we changed the dreaded five at the back, and then sat on the back foot for the last 20 minutes of the game. But
Yeah,
we was quite nervous about that actually, weren't we?
yeah, crazy. Me and Freddie were next to each other in the stands, and when Taylor Moore came on, Taylor Moore brilliant. Don't get me wrong, or he was brilliant in the game. He did nothing wrong.
Yeah,
But considering his last few games and the fact that he switched to a 5-back, it got the heart racing, I think.
Yeah, even Jennifer, thanks
yeah.
for joining, by the way. Thanks everyone else for joining as well, and we do
Mm.
appreciate the support. It's been a bit of we was hoping to get Charlie and Josh on tonight, but it doesn't look like they're going to join tonight. So if you've got the company of us two, you lucky things.
Yeah, just us two.
Right, so what's the first thing we should point out then? I mean, I think we should go for the transfer window.
Yeah, we've got a few talking points for today. It's going to be like last week, where it's just us having a chat. Our first port of call, is transfer window. So obviously the deadline day signings, and then how happy we are with all the transfers this season. Yeah. And then we'll talk about the Saturday game against Grimsby away, and then we'll preview the Newport game. Obviously, this is going to be a shorter podcast than usual because Freddie has to be off quite quickly.
Yeah.
So I reckon we won't be longer than an hour.
I got to go to beddy buyers, and I got to go to the
Yeah, you got to go bed buyers. So we'll only be an hour, so we've got to get this going, and we'll talk about the deadline day transfers for a start. Obviously, 4 came in on deadline day. So Joel Cotterill, Stefan Negru, Alfie Chang, and Freddie Isaka, I believe. And we'll start with the first one that was announced, which was Joel Cotterill. Obviously, I don't know much about him. He came in from Swansea, I believe. Swansea on loan.
Yeah,
and he seems to be.
Apparently, he's got a hell of a shot on him. You like saying?
Yeah, I've seen a few goals of his.
Yeah, and also it also seems to be he's outlined himself as a box-to-box midfielder. Which we've been lacking. Like Chris, that Chris Lyons kind of player that runs.
Yeah, Chris Lyons,
runs
Ollie Clark, maybe.
And all that. So we've missed that. So I think getting strengthened in that area was definitely a priority.
I think he seems to be the like-for-like replacement for Kofi Shaw, in the sense of he'll pick the ball up on the edge of our own box and run it.
Yeah.
And then obviously give it to a Cavern or a Saka if he starts. Obviously he's another man in midfield. Obviously we loaned out Isaac Hutchinson to Cheltenham, and I think he'll be much like the Luke McCormick loaning out, where
that is a point I want to get to actually, is Isaac Hutchinson, but I'll do that towards the end of the
we'll talk about it later. So we'll talk about Stefan Negru secondly, because I'm pretty sure he was the second one.
He was the second one announced yesterday. Yeah.
So he's from Oxford. I don't know if he played in the friendly we had against Oxford, because I can't find the lineups anywhere for that game. But he seems like a decent defender. In the comment section of the Twitter or X post that Rovers made, a lot of Oxford fans have been saying that he will be the best defender in that league, or in League Two, which obviously take it with a pinch of salt, because obviously they're like Oxford fans are going to call an Oxford player good, but he seems like a very good defender for this level. What I'm worried about, though,
he looks really good at Salford. Was he at Salford last year?
I don't know. He was at League Two club
last year. Yeah, he was in League Two, and apparently he had a really solid performances around the board. That as you said, you've seen the comments on that. He's meant to be one of the best centre backs that we can actually get. I think is needed, but the only thing worries me about the centre back coming in is Daryl Clark going to start reverting back to this 5 at the back again?
Yeah, that's why I was about to get onto that. It's going to be a situation of if we want a 4-back, who do we drop out of those 3? or we're going to a 5-back, which hasn't worked this season in the slightest. It didn't even work against Grimsby when we won. You could tell the moment that we went to a 5-back, they just got more space, more shots on target. We actually looked pretty attacking in the second half, unlike Cambridge. But then we went to a 5-back, and it's like a different team went out there. But
I just don't get why. I can't put my finger on what goes wrong when we do go 5 at the back, but it just seems like the whole defense just loses all the confidence for the whole game. There's just too many holes. I can't really put my finger on why it doesn't work.
I think the defense is fine. The defense itself is fine. Like when they're actually defending, they're quite solid. But it just frees up so much space in the midfield and like the higher midfield. Because obviously you got Caven and Promise up there, just chasing down the keeper when it goes back to them, or the defenders when they go back to them. But in that like transition between defense and midfield, and when they take it out wide, they've got so much space to do stuff because we all sit back. And I think that's why they get so many chances, because enough crosses go in, they're going to get a chance. So
Matthew, I've just noticed something. I've on my name I put Freddie Talks Gad.
Freddie Talks Gad. That's your new username.
I can't change that now.
Username.
I can't change that now unless I leave. Now we'll just leave it. We'll leave it.
I'll leave it. It doesn't matter. But yeah. So we'll see what Daryl does on Saturday. The 5-back might work with Negro in the side, but I doubt it will.
Do you know what it is? I think the only reason why I'm enjoying the 4 at the back is because it's given an opportunity for Promise to go on the left side. Because normally when we do go for it at the back, we're leaving one player up front, even in Ross. But that's the only issue. But then again, is there any formations when we go 5 at the back when we can leave 2 up front? Maybe
5. We'd have to have 2 in midfield, definitely.
Yeah,
and even
like a 5-2-3-1 kind of formation.
Yeah, maybe. I think that's what we did against Grimsby.
Yeah, I think so. It just, I just think it leaves too many holes in the midfield and stuff to go 5 at the back. It's just, I mean, even Man United do that formation, and look how bad they are at the moment.
It didn't work. They did the same formation against Grimsby, and who won out? Let's just say that. My earbud in here keeps getting like it keeps coming out. But
I've taken my earbuds out tonight because I listened back to the audio in the last live stream and it sounded terrible.
Yeah. No, we'll get on to the next one that was announced, which was Freddie Isaka from Plymouth Argyle, and it's a similar situation with Negro in the fact that they're saying that he'll be too good for League Two, and a lot of Plymouth Argyle fans have been saying that they should have kept him. They should have loaned out another winger that they had on their books, because they are in serious trouble at the moment, aren't they? They're last in League One at the moment.
I mean, they got beat 4-0 against Cardiff, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Like away.
Generally, I thought they were going to be one of the teams in League One that were going to go straight back up the season, because realistically they didn't have the best season last season, Argyle, but I think they didn't look too bad towards the end. I mean, they was beating quite good teams. I think they beat Brentford, didn't they, in the FA Cup?
They beat Liverpool as well.
They beat Liverpool as well, yeah.
Yeah, but I think their away record is honestly worse than ours. Up until last week, because they haven't won away in a solid long while. But I think they last won in February away, but which is obviously closer to now than Rovers did. But they just keep getting battered 4-0, 5-0 away. I know at Ashton Gate they got done 5-0. I think it was at Ashton Gate. It's awful for them. But yeah, I think Plymouth Argyle could be one to go down. But back to Isaka.
Is this Freddie Isaka? Is he a striker or a winger, or is he? He does both, doesn't he?
I think he can do both. I think he's like a bit of a taller Caven type player, where he likes to run, likes to pace defenders, but he can play striker. He can play on the wing. I'm pretty sure he said in his interview that he can play as like a number 10 as well.
Yeah.
So it's good to have that versatility there, especially if the quality is as good as the Plymouth Argyle fans are saying. And I think he gives us strength in attack in terms of it's another man to pick for either wing striker, but he also could be a replacement for Isaac Hutchinson because obviously Isaac Hutchinson was more
if not
attacking.
a better replacement. Because I honestly, like, of the year that Hutchinson was here, we had a couple of glimpses of what it was about, but we didn't really get much from him. I don't think.
He was never consistent. There was a few games where he was absolutely brilliant last season, and this season there was a few games that he showed glimpses of what he was like at Walsall. But I don't know what it is, but with some players with Rovers, they just don't work out. They're just not meant for the club. Like they can do. I reckon he could do well at Cheltenham. He'll be good at Cheltenham, and
it's a new surrounding for him as well. But there's a new surrounding for him as well. Like I'm actually going to point this out now whilst we're on the subject. I don't know if you've seen this, Matthew, but some of our fans thought it would be acceptable to give his girlfriend or his fiance a ring. It's give him so much abuse.
It's not.
I mean, did you hear the video? Did you watch the video?
Yeah, Rovers made a statement about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was absolutely disgusting. And no matter how bad a player is playing, you never target their family or even target them. A little bit of banter on the side, fine. Take a bit of criticism, fine. But to go out your way to actually abuse their family as well as the player, you're just not welcome at the Gas anymore, because that's not what we're about. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's disgusting, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just because some fans think it's acceptable. They buy a ticket, they can just say what they want about footballers, but sometimes they forget just they are people as well.
They're human beings,
like lives. They're human beings. They have family. And their family are human beings as well. And people forget that sometimes.
Like, of course.
Obviously, you can criticize. You can criticize people all you want. That's fine as long as it doesn't go too far. But when you start targeting their family or going personal, it's not on. But
no, not at all.
There's always that. Obviously, the club might get a bit of a bad rap for it, but it is not. I have not seen that many people. I've only seen like a couple of people be really bad with Isaac Hutchinson.
Yeah.
So obviously it is a bit of a minority, but it's just it isn't on, in my opinion.
Well, I see it on Twitter and stuff. People messaging his dad and stuff like that. It's just like, mate,
it's just not on.
Just like get a life. You know what I mean? That's like me messaging your dad. You know what I mean? It's just like we're all human beings. We've all got families, and whatever we choose to do with our lives, you don't need to bring people's families into it. And I don't know if people heard what was actually said in that phone call, but the stuff that kid
I haven't watched it.
I watched it. I got sent it yesterday, and the names he was calling that Isaac Hutchinson's fiance was disgusting.
Yeah, it's just
like it's stuff you don't say to a woman either. It's just, but yeah. Anyway, on a lighter note,
I can imagine. Let's go on to a lighter subject. Let's go on to a more cheery subject, and we'll talk a bit more about Asaka. Yeah, I don't know what his stats are.
I don't really know much about him, to be honest.
Yeah, we signed a lot of players. I mean, to be fair, there's kind of the thing with most Rovers signings, unless they used to play for us or they've played against us. We don't know much about them.
No.
Like Caven knew nothing about Caven when he joined. Knew nothing about Promise when he joined. It's just Southam Hales. I knew a bit of. Sparks.
How good was he on Saturday, by the way?
Oh, he was class. What a finish from the lad.
Just to be fair, from where we were sat,
it didn't look that good.
It looked like it deflected off a player, but then you watch it back and it's like it just flew to the bottom corner. It was such a good hit.
And somehow he was the only one to get in the League Two Team of the Week. Because I don't even think he was our best player on the day.
I think Promise was outstanding on Saturday.
I think Promise was outstanding. It was probably his best game in a Rovers shirt. Maybe Cambridge at start of last season. But but Promise was brilliant. Alfie's just. I don't think Alfie's had a bad game this season.
Mate, he's just you know what it is. He's a bit messy, like, do you know what I mean? He gets stuck in, he's got
definitely a passion.
He's Rovers through and through, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can see that he'll die for the shirt, and us as fans, that is all we want to see. Do you know what it is? if we played like that on the Saturday, right, and they drew up or we lost the game, I still would have been upset because you could see the players gave it their all. Do you know what I mean? I can't even speak tonight.
I think, yeah, no, I think genuinely the first 5 minutes of Alfie's of Alfie being back at Rovers, he proved that he would do so much more for the shirt than many other players did last season when he absolutely cleared a guy out against Harrogate. You weren't there, and I don't think it was shown on the highlights, but he absolutely cleared a guy out. Brilliant tackle, but if he didn't win the ball, he's getting sent off. Obviously, those who went to the Harrogate game will know what tackle I'm on about, because it was probably the best part of that game, if I'm honest. But yeah, he's been brilliant. He's definitely captain material.
Of course he is. I mean, the thing is, it was another player that a lot of people had doubts about when he signed because he never come back. But you know what it is, like, even when he was playing with us and when he did, and obviously at Mansfield he didn't play a lot because he was injured. But even when he did play, he always gave 100%, and he is a good player. He's a class defender. He's a great defender, man. He's a class
he's
defender.
A really good defender. He's definitely an old school defender. You can definitely see that in his game.
What, slick back haircut and 2 feet people?
Yeah, 2 foot people.
He's like a Bristolian Maldini, isn't
he? Yeah, that's his new nickname. We're gonna make an edit for that on the socials.
What, the Bristolian Maldini? Yeah,
we'll get Henners to make.
Yeah, we'll get Henners to make it. Shout out to Henners, by the way. What a guy.
Yeah, shout out to Henners. He's been class.
Yeah, what a guy. I mean, the video. To be honest with you, mate, we should have filmed more, but I think
we should have filmed more. I'll probably film more.
I think it's because I was so tired that day, and I think we had to squeeze so much into the space of a couple of hours, like. And there was not many people up for an interview either, I don't think.
Yeah, on that subject, our videos will be getting better in terms of quality. We're doing everything in the behind the scenes with editing and software and hardware.
We're very new. We're very new to it. You know what I mean? But
luckily, I'm a media production man. I've just graduated college doing that thing, so I know what equipment does what. And so don't worry I'm
clueless.
The videos will get better. And they will be longer. Because what was the last one? It was 8 minutes, wasn't it?
8 minutes, but it wasn't much in there. The game and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think we could have done way more. Do you know what it was? I just think we got so stuck into the game, we just didn't film.
Yeah, it was such a good game that I just forgot to record stuff like I usually do.
I tell you what, though, mate, if it was a shit game, I'd have been sat there filming the whole thing, whinging at everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, it will get better. Right. I mean, I think my plan is for Saturday. Obviously, you're at the game on Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, of course. You're at the game, so I'm going to be watching it on the old Fire Stick, Fire Stick gas and all that.
On the dodgy Fire Stick.
I don't say that on live,
He's going to get arrested.
What I was going to do, I was going to do my own little. I was going to do a few
watch
videos.
Along.
Yeah, like a little watch along. Do you know what it is? I might actually jump on a live stream on TikTok or something on our account.
Yeah. Do a live stream and do a little watch along. See if you can.
Yeah, why not? Do a little watch along.
Or do it on YouTube. Do it on YouTube because then you can save it.
Yeah.
And we can use it for the thing.
We'll do that. So I'm going to be live on Saturday, everyone. I'm going to be live on Saturday.
This channel will be live on Saturday with Freddie.
Yeah.
God help us all.
I'll be doing my bit.
Yeah. Right. Let's get back on track. We still got one more transfer to talk about.
Alfie Chang. What a player!
How we've managed to loan him in with the option to buy. Because if it was a straight loan, yes, it's a great loan, but it's within the realms of possibility. I was not ready to wake up to that. I wouldn't wake up to it.
Oh, what? You didn't even see it announced?
Oh no, I saw it announced. I was straight off doing something, and I saw it announced. I was like, "How have we managed that?" Because I knew it was one of the only players of recent years that we've signed that I knew who he was, like very well.
Yeah.
Because didn't he play for? Yeah, he played for Birmingham when they were in the Championship.
Birmingham. He had a season at Warsaw last season, which was incredible. I mean, I don't know if you've seen his first goal for them. It was incredible. But I think out and out, I think it'd be like an Elliot Anderson sign. But is he an attacking midfielder? He is, isn't he?
Yeah, he could be an Elliot Anderson type player. I mean, we've now got two like for like replacements for Isaac Hutchinson, I believe, and Luke
100%.
McCormick and Kofi for that matter. Which great. It's good. It's really good business overall. This window has been brilliant.
Well, what you rate the window out of 10 then? What you rate the window out of 10?
A solid 7 or 8 out of 10. Maybe a 9.
I'm giving it a 7. I think it could have been better. I do think we've been quite light on signing attacking options. I don't know if that's been because of the budget or whatever, but I do think we needed one more striker.
I think with the budget that we had, obviously getting relegated from League One, we've had to sell a lot. We'll sell a lot of the big name players. Obviously, Connor going, Kofi going, and then we released all those players at the start of the window. So yeah, it was obviously we had to release a lot, and we had to use our money wisely. But overall, with the budget we had, I think it's a great window because we've signed some great. What we've done is we've signed players that hurt their injuries have hurt their value, like Southam Hales, a bit with Sparks, a bit with Southwood. I don't know how we got Southwood for as cheap as we got him.
What did we get for free?
We got him for the 200 grand, I think it was.
What's Southam Hales?
Southwood.
Oh, Southwood. Sorry, I thought that was Southwood. Yeah, 200 grand.
Southwood, we got him for 200 grand. Yeah, and because he started, he's a top quality League One keeper. I don't know how we've managed. I don't know why he wanted to come back down to League Two.
He was good on Saturdays, right? He made a kind of good saves towards the end. Actually,
yeah, he was good. To be fair, in the last 2 games, he's not had to do much, which is the first time in a long time where our keeper's not had to do much in
There's only one thing that I will always criticise Southwood on is his bloody catching. Christ,
yeah, he is.
He just.
But Jed wasn't great at that either. I think. Jed, that was the biggest weakness in Jed's game.
What was his claiming across this like?
Yeah, it just didn't seem like the amount of corners we conceded last season while he was in goal. I mean, Griffiths wasn't much better last season in claiming crosses and that.
Yeah,
but no, I think it's better off if we have a keeper that is really good at shot stopping, but will concede a corner or a free kick every now and again.
Yeah,
because the chances of a League Two team scoring a corner is like less than 10%. I think it is. So I think it's better off having a keeper that's really good at. He's our vice captain for a reason. He's really good at marshalling his defense. He's really good at shot stopping. That's why we signed him. But I just don't get how we've signed him for less than 200 grand.
I think this is the first time in a while that I've been quite happy with our defense.
Yeah, Lapata is really good.
He's so big. I didn't realise how big he was until I got on that stand on Saturday.
Yeah. Lapata, I reckon, could be another Connor Taylor where we sign him for a year on loan and then he signs on either the end of this season or in a few seasons' time because obviously he's grown up around Bristol. He seems to already love the club. So I think, it could be another Connor Taylor. Obviously, Alfie speaks for himself this summer. He's been absolutely brilliant in every game. Sparks has been absolutely brilliant. Sparks
is really good. I think that's another player this window that I'm that was a good signing, especially on a free as well. But his left peg's good.
Yeah.
I think it's only a matter of time before he gets a goal as well. I mean, another free kick from that far out. We know
another free kick, just a bit lower.
Bit lower.
It's just the way he's on the ball, though. He's honestly more confident on the ball than some of our midfielders. I think. Genuinely.
Do you know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Prime Lee Brown.
Oh, Lee Brown, what a bloke! I've had a few chats with him. I saw him at the end of last season. What a bloke! Just
the similarities
way
with them
too good for. Way too good for the National League when we were in the National League. What a club legend! And if Spark stays, he could be up there with Lee Brown. Obviously midfield, McEachran, brilliant. So much experience, even though he's not even that old. He's 31.
31. He doesn't. He's 31. Not like he's not a standout player on a game, but he does enough. He does his bit. He's confident on the ball. He doesn't really do much wrong.
Yeah, obviously we've kept Conte. We've kept Conte.
That was. Do you know what it is? To me, obviously we missed a lot of them last season. To me, like it's been like a new signing this one because we all
Yeah,
expect him to leave this transfer window, and I've got no doubt in my mind that if he carries on the way he is, he'll be gone in January.
yeah.
Like I mean, we
It,
all have to pay ourselves for that one, but I mean to keep him till January, that's a long time to have him for, I think, and I think he will do well.
I think Dan Hargrave's got it completely right. The man is allowed to like NSYNC without it being anything cryptic, because obviously that story that he made. But I saw him after the game against Grimsby. I had a chat with him, and he
Yeah, you
said, "See you in
mentioned that.
Newport."
Did you actually
Yeah,
meet him? Did
I
you?
said, yeah, we had a chat with him. Obviously, he used to play for Grimsby, and there was some people that like there was like this kid that he recognised from Grimsby. Like
Where
he's a
did you
lovely
see
bloke
him?
as well. Just when we went into the stand, where like the away entrance. Oh no, not the away entrance. The street over
Oh right.
from the away entrance. They were all coming out there, and the bus was right outside there as well.
Mate, you should have interviewed one of them. Put on the channel.
Yeah, but it's just another bit of it. I think there's a bit of time before we start interviewing players.
Yeah.
But no, he's a lovely chat with him, and he said, "See you in Newport." And me and my dad went, "Get in," just almost just celebrated like we scored. But no, he's been class. He's like a new signing because of how much time he missed last season.
Yeah.
And obviously Howley has been good. He hasn't. Weird to say he's been our worst midfielder, but he's still been brilliant. Obviously,
Yeah.
of those that are still here.
I mean, mate, he has played in like 4 different positions. I mind he's been centre back.
Yeah,
I swear he was starting in between the 2 strikers, and he's played central midfield.
yeah,
So I mean, for what he's been given so far, I think he's done all right. To be honest.
yeah. He's been very good this season, and I think he's definitely someone who can. It's between him and McEachran on who starts each week.
McEachran every single day.
But he's also someone to bring on with like 30 minutes to go if you need like someone to make
Yeah,
a
nah,
difference.
McEachran's clear, mate. To be honest with you, he's more
Mm.
experienced. He does things better, and he's 100%
We'll see
McEachran.
how McEachran, Conte, and Howley like come into things with Chang and Isaka and all of them.
That does make me think.
Obviously,
Actually, I mean, is there enough room?
yeah,
Unless,
we have got a lot of squad depth, but they can all like outdo each other in terms of they can all start.
fight for the place.
Yeah, but I think that's good. I think that's good for
They need to
like
start Chang
developing the
every
players.
week. They need to start Chang, Osaka.
I think
Necro needs to start as well.
I think what Darryl will do is gradually put Chang into the team. So he won't start. I don't think he'll start on Saturday because he's been injured for a lot of the last 3 years or like 2.5 years.
Ooh,
So
Chang
I think
has he?
Yeah, he had a ACL injury. That's why hasn't really had anything with like any appearances with Birmingham, and why he's been out on loan to League Two because his ACL. It's similar to what Aston Villa did with Lino Sousa last season, where they would loan him out to someone a few divisions below them and tell that team that they're not allowed to like play him over 60 minutes. But obviously, I don't think we'll do that, and I don't think Birmingham have done that. But it's definitely a loan to get him fit, and if I mean, we've got that buy option, but surely Birmingham have put something in there where they can have him back.
Well, mate, the thing is, but you got to think of it now, right? Birmingham, they have got so much depth in that squad.
Yeah,
now,
they've got so much
and they've spent
talent.
over £30 million on players over the last 2 seasons, probably more. And for a League One and Championship side, that is a hell of a lot of money. They've got a lot of good players. They probably see it as like, look, he's a good player, but he's never going to fit in our squad, especially the amount of depth we got now. So, I mean,
that's exactly what because I got a mate who supports Birmingham. That's exactly what I said when because I messaged him saying, "Is this guy any good?" And he said, "Yeah, he's really good. He's way too good for League Two, but he doesn't see him like fitting in the squad."
I've also got a mate that supports Exeter. I got a mate that supports Exeter City. Went to the game with him on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm never gonna live that down ever.
Never, mate. Never.
Never gonna live that down. And I will never let you. I will never let the fact that you supported Bristol City for the first.
I never said I supported them. I said I
gonna
went to the games when I was a child because I didn't have any other choice.
We're never gonna let that down. But no, but no. Yeah, this Birmingham City fan said, "quote We're going to be in the Premier League next season," and I said, "Let's hold our horses." They're not.
To be fair, mate, it's a possibility.
They'll be like what Millwall were last season, where they'll be just off playoffs. I don't think they'll get playoffs this
Yeah,
season.
they'll float around mid-table, maybe just below playoffs.
Yeah.
I think the season after, if they invest that squad again, Wrexham this season, I don't think they're going to do that well. I don't think they've looked that great so
I think
far.
Wrexham will they'll stay up, but then I don't think they'll be any higher than like 16th.
Well, what they was expecting was another promotion straight away, wouldn't they, them fans?
Yeah. The fans, most of which are American, they expecting another promotion. The back to back
promoted again.
We're gonna get promoted. The mighty Wrexham.
I hate them Yanks, mate. Honestly, they were nothing. Wrexham.
Thing is, I really liked Wrexham when they first, like in their first season in the National League. I liked that their the atmosphere was really good at the racecourse, and then every year I've gradually hated them more. Like I don't like Wrexham anymore. I just don't really like them, and their atmosphere. The atmosphere at the racecourse has just become worse and worse and worse year on year. But yeah, I think that's most of our chat about the transfer window over.
Yes, I think we should move on to the old first away win since January, mate. Like, I mean,
first away win since January. What a day! What a day! Obviously, a day out in Grimsby isn't the best, if I'm honest.
It was rather interesting when we. The pub we was in before the game wasn't great, was it?
It just looked like some rundown house.
Yeah,
it served well as a pub. And it was warmer than I thought it'd be. Actually, in January, it was quite warm.
It was boiling, man. I tell you what, Matthew. You know my jumper that was kind of around you. I've left it in Grimsby.
Oh, you've left it in Grimsby, have you?
Yeah. I went after
you're 120
pounds.
You're 120 £120 jumper.
Jumper is gone.
Brilliant. Well in, lad.
Fuming, man.
You're gonna go to next season if Grimsby go up. You're gonna go back and ask them.
Where's my jumper?
Do you have my jumper, lads?
Yeah, my jumper. If that, you owe me 120 quid.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I said to the woman,
how do you misplace £120?
No, I didn't misplace it. What happened, right? I said to the woman behind the bar, "Can I keep this here till after the game and I can't pick it up because I want to carry it around everywhere?" She's like, "Yeah, sure, fine." But she didn't tell me that the bar will be closed after half time. So all the things are shut down. I've tried asking security to open. They said no, they can't. So I was like, "Do you know what it is? Keep it." If you want
it'll be in the stadium, hopefully.
Probably
for next season if we both go up or we both
lost property.
Stay down. Lost property. Yeah, but what a day! What a day! Especially after the Man United game with Grimsby. Just it was such a relief. Like the scenes at halftime, I'm pretty sure we celebrated more at full time than we did when the goal went in.
Yeah,
it's just the absolute scenes, and we're on that upward trajectory now. We're so much better than we have been for the last 18 months. And
we look like a team again, Matthew. We look like a team again, man. It's just like we look like we want to play for the players that they want to play for the squad now, which we didn't get that last season.
The points last season where the team actually looked like a team that could win games were so few and far between that it's such a relief having a team that fights for the badge, and just because I don't think there's any player that hasn't put like 100% effort in most games. No. Obviously people can have their different opinions about that, but from what I've seen, and I've been to every game this season, all of the players have put in 100% effort in at least one of the games, if not all of them.
And that is the effect of Darryl Clark, because
and Alfie Kilgore. See how much you like it in the dressing room, I reckon, because it was either Harrogate or somewhere else where he got substituted at halftime, and I think it's because he just went in on one of the players at some point. Because I think he's just the type of captain that if you're not putting 100% in, he will bollock you. And
he loves the club, man. That's why he brought him back in.
He loves the club. Yeah, he just won't let anyone just play where they're just picking up a wage. He's such a good captain to have, and I haven't had a chat with him yet. The only players I've had a chat with is Conte and Southwood. And I get the feeling that off the pitch he's brilliant, but on the pitch he can be a bit of a nasty piece of work for the opposition teams, which obviously that's what you want in a captain.
God, you always want to annoy someone. You know what I mean? He gets in their head.
Yeah, I think last season what a few people I know were saying were we needed a nasty bastard in midfield, like a Joey Barton midfield, not the actual person Joey Barton. Let me get that straight. But the midfielder type of Joey Barton. Roy Keane's a better example. Like a Roy Keane type midfielder that just gets in the heads of all of opposition players. And McEachran can do that. I reckon McEachran can do that.
Yeah.
But I think Alfie does that job more than well enough, just from the back. And
Don't keep shouting at me. Sorry, mate. They made a shush. Sorry. It's what he does when he wants attention, Matthew. He just sits there and just growls at me.
That's what my dog does. That's what my dog. Like last pod, my dog came on.
He just sits there and just goes. Like, shut up, man.
It's just. Yeah, no. I think so that Grimsby game was definitely, it wasn't a game of two halves, but there was a certain point where we could tell that we were just going for the 1-0, and it was when Taylor Moore came on. It was when we went to the 5-back, and obviously there's been so much. It's not like criticism, but it's
sorry,
the fans being unsure about Taylor Moore because he just hasn't seemed confident for the last couple of weeks.
No,
and every single time he has the ball, he just punts
Have
it.
You heard the rumours that Mola's left the club?
Oh yeah, I've heard those, but I haven't seen anything said.
Announced, but apparently he's left the club or something. I mean, is a possibility that he could have gone to the National League.
Yeah, apparently he's gone to another League Two team, but but obviously nothing's been announced, so I genuinely don't know. Which I don't think Mola's getting any game time. Unless Sparks gets injured, I don't think he gets much game time this season. He's a liability, man.
He's way too much of a liability.
He can be good, but he's only good in the back five, which we said this last week. He's good, but only in a back five. Yeah. And the back five doesn't work. No. So it's a terrible situation. There have been points last season and this season where he's been very good. But I think there's just too many points. Well, he's too injury prone for a start, and he's just too inconsistent. It's similar with Isaac Hutchinson. They're just both too inconsistent. And if he has gone, obviously it's a bit of a blow because we don't have many fullbacks. But I don't see him getting much game time.
Playing him isn't might as well better not having a fullback. Do you know what I mean? He's not very good, is he? He's useless. Yeah, but I think he's one of the worst players I've seen in the Rover shirt in years. Honestly, I'm not being horrible or anything.
There have been times where he's been good, but on the whole, he's more. On the whole, there have been more times where he's been a bit bad, more a bit shit.
It's his positional awareness, man. His position is terrible. He plays players on side all the time.
Yeah, definitely. And yes, as I said, if he's gone, it's not a big loss. Obviously, we could have done with another fullback, but if he's gone, oh well. If he's here, oh well. He's probably not going to start. So So because unless Sparks gets injured, and even then. But yeah, I'm surprised we didn't line out Dewsbury, if I'm honest, or Mika Anthony.
It's not too late yet, though, is it? I mean, the National League window is still open, isn't it?
Oh yeah, could be. So that's the only place I see him going, and Mika Anthony, or maybe I think Mika Anthony could go to like a Western Supermare, or like a Taunton, or
but I swear he looked really good. He looked really good in pre-season, didn't he?
He looked really good in pre-season, but it was against obviously like Bath and Chippenham.
Oxford looked good against.
Yeah, Oxford he did look pretty decent against, but I just don't see him starting over the. We've got so much firepower up front because we've got Harrison, Caven, Omachuri, Thomas. Those four all easily getting the squad ahead of him. Dewsbury. Who am I forgetting? Yeah. There's another one I'm forgetting. But Isaka. That's what 6 players that would easily get in the team in front of him. It's just he's good. Don't get me wrong. He could do us a job. There's so many players that start in front of him that I don't see the point in him staying and not going out on loan. So I won't be surprised if I see if I see an announcement that says Dewsbury and Anthony have gone on loan to Yeovil or something. Probably be
Yeah, I
Yeovil.
imagine I'll be one of them too. I imagine so.
Yeovil or like Chippenham.
I think Dewsbury needs a loan in the National League.
Yeah,
Because I do think in the future that kid's going to be a goal scorer. He looks a live wire.
yeah. He's in the same vein as Kofi Shaw that you can definitely tell that he does love the club, and because obviously he's come through the academy. So yeah, I think he could be a really like a little gem for us. I think Daryl's been calling him, but I don't think this season. I think he could have done with a loan. But if the announcement's made, I won't be annoyed because I think it's the best choice for him. A similar situation with Jed.
Just on that point of Kofi Shaw, you know Brighton, the Virtue Trophy, are they playing their under-21 side there?
Could be.
Because if so, I imagine he'd be playing in them games. But I think there's a shame that he's obviously gone to this Premier League side and not got a loan out of it. I think he needed a loan because he cooks in League
that's
One
what
and two.
Brighton don't do that. Brighton don't do that. What Brighton do is they've always done it with their youth players is they'll put them in their under-21s in the Premier League 2, I think it is. They never loan out their players. That's a thing that Brighton do, which I don't think he would do well in League 2. If anything, there's too many physical players in League 2.
Yeah, it's quite physical. I think he'd do well League 1.
Yeah, League 1, maybe National League, he would do really well, but League 2 is just too physical. And
what a Championship!
No, I think the Championship's a bit too far at the moment. But no, the thing is with League 2, he'd be really good until he makes one run and some 36-year-old fat old centre back slightly missed time to tackle and breaks his leg and injures him for 2 years. So yeah, that's why I don't think he'd do that well in League 2.
Yeah,
but, yeah. So yeah, I think we've got 40 minutes. So 40 minutes on the clock at the moment. So 20 minutes till you have to go.
Yeah.
So we've got a bit of time, but not too much.
I've got to take the hound for a walk and everything. It's just it's been a busy night, mate.
Busy night, has it?
Yeah,
I'll have a look
I've got to get all my work stuff ready for tomorrow, and take the old dog for a walk, and just about squeeze an hour in for the people.
Yeah.
You know? Who have we got watching here? Everyone put a comment in. Want to know who's watching? Come and say hello.
Yeah, that's it. Well, obviously this is a live stream, so we can have people's opinions. So feel free to comment, and if you have any questions, we'll answer them to the best of our abilities. But until then, our coming games are obviously Newport on Saturday, Barrow at home. So first game back of the moment, like will be 3 weeks by then. I think it is. Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks, and then Colchester away, and that almost rounds out September, and then Salford at home. So
maximum points, I think.
I think Colchester is the only one that we might struggle against because Newport aren't good. They held MK Dons to 1-0 for a solid 30 minutes, I think it was. But yeah, then they have not started well, and it's not like they have the home advantage.
What's that Michael Reindorf score on Saturday?
Oh, he will. He will. I said because
we got a question from Tim.
I've got a question.
Out of all the new signings, who do you think will be the best signing?
I think Chang.
Do you know what it is? I think Osaka's going to be a man. I think he's going to be a man. I've something about him. I think he'll get some goals. I think Osaka, but failing that, but I do think Chang. Yeah, I mean Chang's the best signing out of the whole window. I think.
Yeah. Chang in terms, I think it could be Chang or Osaka in terms of Chang will do more for the team in overall, just helping with the defense and the attack and the midfield and being an overall box-to-box midfielder. But obviously Osaka will, if he does well, Osaka will score the goals. He'll take all the limelight. But yeah, I think Chang on the whole will be a better signing for the club.
What do you think, Tim? Who do you think's been the best signing so far? We want to know your thoughts. But yeah, I mean, on Saturday, I think it'll be 2-3-0.
I want a 2-3-0, but it won't be that easy. It's never that easy for Rovers, is it? We'll find a way to. That Grimsby 1-0 should have been stupidly easier than it was, and it's playing with our nerves for the last 20, 30 minutes.
But yeah, I think we'll win the game. But obviously, I think now we've got 2 wins, 3 wins on the bounce, whatever.
I think we'll go on a run for a few games, and then I think the only game we could probably lose is Colchester away, because I think we are a little bit worse still away than we are at home, because we've made we've made the Mem a little bit of a fortress.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll absolutely batter Barrow, and that'll come back to bite me in the ass.
I can't wait for Barrow away.
Oh, Barrow away is going to be brilliant, mate. Nice 5 a.m. start again. I swear to God, if Sky Sports do another long away day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, like they did for Chesterfield, I will not be a happy chappy. I tell you that.
I'm happy, mate. Barrow's down the road for me. I mean, it's literally about an hour and a half away from me, Barrow. In fairness.
Yeah. So we've got Newport, Barrow at home will batter, I think.
Yeah.
Colchester, a decent side. I don't know how they started it. I haven't really kept an eye on Colchester, if I'm honest. But I think they've started off well. Oh, Chang to start off with.
It's Chang, but Osaka's a very good player.
Yeah, I think I don't see Cotterill doing much more than Howley will. I think they'll swap roles every week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Negru, he could be a genuinely brilliant centre back, but because he might force us into a back five, we'll remember him as the guy that forced us into a back five. But he could be a really good centre back. Don't get me wrong. But yeah.
William White reckons we'll smash
Newport
3-1. And to be fair, all around the new signing, and that is a good. I can't even read. We'll start that again. I reckon we'll smash Newport 3-1. To be fair, with all the new signings, and that's just a good vibe around Rovers at the moment. Yeah, do you know what it is, William? I totally agree with you. I mean, I think after the last year, we've had quite a lot of downs and a lot of lows, and I think the start of this season we did hit rock bottom, but now we have come back and we are looking like a team again. So yeah, I'm going to go with your prediction, Byron. I'm going to go 3-0 Gas on Saturday.
Yeah, I think it'll be a 2-0. I think it'll be a 1-0. They batter us for like 20, 30 minutes and we go at the other end and Caven scores. I reckon 2-0 Promise and Caven, I would say.
Yeah.
Barrow, I think it's a 3-0 affair against Barrow at home. I don't see Barrow doing very well there. Colchester, if we win, it'll be a 2-1 Gas win, I reckon. If we lose, I think it's a 1-0. Then we've got Salford at home. I reckon that's a 1-0 Gas win.
Yeah.
And then our next big game is in October, 4th of October, Walsall away.
Tim reckons a 2-1 win, Kilgore late winner. That'd be class.
I'd love it. I'd love a Kilgore late winner.
The whole of Newcastle would hear that celebration. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah. The whole of Bristol would hear it. The whole of Somerset would hear it, for that matter. It's the limbs if Alfie Kilgore scores like a 95th minute winner.
Imagine.
It could be similar limbs to the Scunthorpe limbs.
Where
especially
are we
if it's like a really important game. We're 16th or 15th. Hang on,
so we're climbing.
We are 16th in League Two.
So we're climbing.
So we're climbing gradually. And
let's be honest, guys. That's right. I mean, if we are to win the next 4 or 5 games, or maybe slip a little draw in between one of them, we could be up to playoffs standards. Maybe even.
So the max we can get on Saturday even is 10th, and that's if we win 4-0. And or we need to do 4 over Cambridge. So if they lose 2-0 and we win 3-0, we get 10th. And obviously that is providing everyone else loses that's ahead of us.
Yeah.
I think how many do we need to get over Salford? 2 over Salford. So the max we can do is 10th on Saturday, which obviously if you told me at the start of the season that 5 or 6 games in we'd be 10th, I wouldn't be annoyed, but I wouldn't exactly be happy. But
I think we was all expecting to hit the ground running this season and kind of get straight to the wins, but it was never really. If we think about it realistically, it was never going to be that easy. I mean, we are talking about Rovers there, aren't we? No matter what team we have, it happens every year.
I did say when the fixtures came out that if we are in the top, or if we are in the promotion spots by late February, so by the time we played MK, I think we'll go up. Because we do not have that many difficult games. I think our most difficult game between MK Dons in the end of the season is Walsall at home.
And Notts County away.
Like Notts County away. And
That's
I think
the
that's our
last
final
game of the season. I'll be at that one.
So hopefully we'll be up. Hopefully we'll be promoted by then. But yeah, compared to
what
MK,
it is. I'd love a last day.
I don't want a last day. I want it to be sorted by. I want us to get promotion.
I'll start a Notts County watching a little promotion, mate. I could do another one of them again. I mean, you missed the last two.
You know what I'd want is us to confirm promotion at home in our final game at the Mem against Cheltenham. That would be beautiful.
Selfish, that is. I can't make it
at home. Not only is it at home, it's against Cheltenham, which obviously.
Do you know what it is? Actually, if we are aiming towards promotion, I will try and get myself back for that game.
Yeah.
I'll fly or something for the day.
But if we do go up, it's not going to be easy. I know that with Gas already.
I think it'll be next season.
I think if we can continue how we're doing at the moment, because Grimsby aren't terrible by any stretch of the imagination, I think we'll go up because there are too many League One quality players in that team now.
Yeah,
and too many high League Two.
Do you know what it is now? I think with these new signings, I think they were the missing pieces. I mean, we will see over the next couple of weeks how it unfolds. Do you know what I mean? I'll give it till December until I know properly what's going to happen for the rest of the season.
You know what I think we could. What I think what our playstyle will be now. I think he'll switch Caven to a full out and out winger, and Asaka will be on the other side.
Though. I don't want that. I think he's a goal scorer, man, but he's just not used to the league.
But he's the type of winger that will start out wide, will pace a defender, will cut in and score, like Satirio did a few times last season. But I think what he'll do is he'll have Asaka and Caven out on the wings. They can score if they want to. They can score if they get the chance, and I think they will get.
Where's Promise going though? Because Promise,
and it will be either be Asaka or Promise out on the right, and then Harrison through the middle for.
I think I think Asaka goes in the middle and Promise goes on the right. I think try Asaka.
We're yet to see. We're yet to see. Obviously, Saturday will tell us everything on what the plan is.
Are they eligible to play Saturday?
What?
Are they eligible to play on Saturday?
Yeah, fully, definitely. I think it's like 3 days before. I think that's the deadline, and that's
what day is it? It's Wednesday, isn't it? Christ,
Wednesday. So yeah. Yeah. So they'll be eligible to play, and. Speaking of Grimsby, have you seen the thing with Grimsby with the Man United game? They had an ineligible player.
Yes, they got fined 20 grand or something, didn't they?
20 grand, and Man United fans have been kicking up a fuss. But the guy that was ineligible came on right as United started playing well.
Yeah.
And then he was the only Grimsby player to miss a penalty. So realistically, he made no difference on that game.
Exactly, they're just trying to make excuses, man.
Yeah,
just an awful football team.
That is United fans, is it not?
Just delusional, not best, man.
I don't see them finishing any higher than 14th this season. Genuinely.
Imagine get relegated. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
It won't happen. They're too big. They're too big, and there's too many terrible teams below them. Because Burnley, I think, will go down. Sunderland.
They'll stay up. I think Sunderland are going to stay up.
I think Sunderland will stay up because they've made the stadium a light fortress, like similar to what we've done. But yeah. So how long is that? We've got 53 minutes on the clock. So unless there's anything, if anyone wants to give us some questions, that'd be lovely. And unless there's anything to talk about,
we've pretty much covered everything, haven't we?
Covered most things. Again, it's not.
I think this is why this is good to have like Charlie on here and Josh as well, because I think there's more opinions. It kind of prolongs it a little bit more as well. Whereas there's only so much two people can talk about. But yeah, if anyone's got any questions, obviously hit it down below. I think in terms of future content, what's the plans? What do you reckon we can do to broaden our content?
So on the YouTube. Obviously we're gonna have to go through this with Henners. I think we're gonna have to have a bit of a chat with Henners. But the vlogs will definitely keep coming. The vlogs will have moved from my channel on YouTube to this channel. They're like very similar layout.
I need to get back on my vlogs again, man, because since I got this channel, I've not actually posted anything on my personal one.
You'll do your watch-alongs for your live watch-alongs for
that's one thing I will do now for Gaz. Is that I'm obviously watching the game from home. I'll be doing watch-alongs as well on a Saturday because I live hundreds of miles away from all the games at the moment. So you can watch my reactions.
See if you can like get like a decent little face cam up and do what I'm doing here, just like and get like I like the design some graphics for like on screen, but you could definitely do this. Get like a green screen, like this, and then get some graphics up, and it's a decent little stream quality.
Yeah.
And then what else could we do? I think obviously the TikTok content will keep going. Obviously TikTok, you can't really.
TikTok seems to be going all right. I think that's the best platform we've got on at the moment.
Yeah.
Generally, like it's been really, really good. I mean, we're up to nearly 400 followers in the last week. So, I mean,
one thing I do want to do in the next couple weeks is do some more edits, or get Henna's to do some more edits, for the thing. In terms of
Henna's has been really, really good so far. Actually, I do give him a lot of respect. And like, and obviously we found that he's only a young'un as well. Like, so I got to give him credit.
Yeah, for like he's doing really well, and I think if we have a chat with him, when we figure out what our content's going to be, we'll let you lads know. We'll let you gasheads know. Obviously, it's still early days for this channel. But
we're still finding our feet in that, so we'll get there.
We're on a great trajectory at the moment for this channel. We're definitely getting a lot of views. We're getting a lot of interaction with gasheads, and I think it's going really well. And that's obviously down to you, gasheads. That's nothing to do with us. We're really surprised at how the numbers we're getting. Yeah, that's all down to you. You lovely gasheads. But
best football team in the world, mate.
Best team in the world. But yeah, I think if that's everything, I think that's where we'll call it a day.
We'll wrap it then.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Next week we'll be here either Wednesday or Thursday next week, depending on when me and Freddie can be on.
Yeah. I'll be on a Saturday. We'll be doing my can't wait, I lost my word. And we watching the game live on Saturday on this channel. Why it's gone.
Yeah.
Also follow up both our TikTok pages, Freddie Talks Gas and Prime Talks Gas. Also the Thatcher's End Fan TV as well on there. So we've got good followers so far. Want to keep it racking up, and also get a comment and subscribe as well when we post this live stream out. But yeah, so far so good.
One thing I will say is there will be some more graphics coming soon from myself. I'm going to redo our profile picture, make it a little bit more stylish. Redo the graphics on the videos and on like the posts, like the photo posts we do.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be coming soon. There's a lot more to come with this channel. But if that's everything for this pod, thank you for watching. It's been brilliant. I have been Prime. Freddie has been Freddie.
And then we got to say it, and we up the gas.
Up the gas. See you next week.
Take care, boys. Thanks.
Take care.